All right, welcome to Archer's Garage T&A. So T&A is just a little bit of a play in words. For those of you that remember, Archer's Garage is my main channel, and this is an effort to kind of create a secondary channel more about hobby-oriented stuff, almost strictly hobby-oriented. Whereas the other channel is small equipment and everything, and there's a lot of hobby stuff in there and making things and repairing stuff, mostly small equipment. But a lot of it I also do, to some degree, for that bit of extra money for those of us that are getting older and looking for new hobbies or a little bit more information on existing hobbies. It's going to be covered really under both of these channels, but for different purposes. So this is almost exclusively hobby related. And the only thing that that is pertinent to any money, if you're interested in doing a YouTube channel, as a hobby or maybe for additional income, and for those that are out there that are coming into even perhaps older age where you're getting ready to retire or you have retired and you look for something to do, there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be in this channel coming from the perspective of somebody that literally just turned like 62 last week. It's T&AV, analog, video, technical, anything tech related, especially when it comes to making a YouTube channel. Because I've been doing my other channel for about 4 or 5 years, consistently, every week I put out a video. I've got coming up on 2.3 million views, 12,000 subscribers. It's a small channel, but it's a channel. And I put a lot of effort into it, and it does require a lot of equipment. You can do it with just a cell phone. We're going to take a look at, for example, the desk that I have here, things like that, how I built it, when I built it, what I've been adding to it, how it's changed over the years, how I am going to be changing it in the future, in the near future, and adding in equipment and expanding it to live shows, recording directly from the cameras. I have a few cameras. I'm going to be getting more. How I record them directly to the computer. We're going to talk about the computer itself, all the wires, the switcher the video switcher and sound switchers that I use, the sound card, the kinds of microphones and different things that you could use. I just picked up these. Also, I add a lot of music, especially these days, to my other videos, and they'll be in here as well as they unfold. And I usually add them. I do have some shorts, but from the point of view of a guitarist, more analog, but the digital format is what we're working in. And there'll be stuff on music theory, playing music, playing guitar, what equipment I use, how I use the equipment, how do the cables connect together, all the little different things. I mean, you could cover so many things when I use a cell phone, older cell phones, and really from the perspective of budget. And I need to stress that because I don't have a lot of money. And for those that are going on a fixed income and still have maybe some money and they want to fool around, what do you buy? How do you hook it up? What do you need? What could you possibly need some of this stuff for, a lot of people would say. And that really is part of it. If you're into some of the stuff that I'm into, from cameras and audio and playing music. One of the fellows that asked me, he wanted to know more about music theory. Some of this stuff is kind of on my other channel, and it's really not the right place for it. He wants to know, other people wanted to know a little bit more about how I get the sound out of my guitar. Do I plug directly into a board? What amp am I using? All kinds of things that are related to starting a YouTube channel. Of course, now I'm actually starting this YouTube channel with this video and a few others. So that's why it's a quick look at some of what I have here on the desk, how many monitors I have, how this system is wired. There's just so much to talk about. Wirelessly, wired, speeds, cables, like I said, what kind of cable, how long can you run it before you have problems. And there's a lot of problems with doing this, especially on a budget. If you're the kind of person that wants everything top notch, you're not going to be watching this channel. You probably don't even need to know too much. Surf the web every now and then for some higher end gear, but you wouldn't be coming to me. And for me, it's a learning experience as well, because I'm going to be bringing in some more equipment throughout this channel to help me with my other channel and this one. You need a lot of storage, a lot of hard drives. And when you start, this camera is not 4K, but the one that you're viewing me on is. And there's different levels of 4K. Why would you need 4K? Honestly, I work in HD most of the time, and or what we would call Ultra HD. We could talk about that, the video editor that I use, some video editing tips and tricks, how I use it, a little bit more about how to use it, not just how I use it. Oh my God, you could cover so many things, and that's going to be the attempt on this channel moving forward into the future, and I'm looking forward to it and have some fun. If you'd like to go check out some of what I did on my other channel just to see maybe, more recent videos, even if you're not into the equipment, of course. You may not be into some of the small equipment. But I do it for me, and I do it to share with other people what I know. And I like to add in little things that you generally don't see, like little bumpers with maybe me playing guitar or stuff that is vintage and old that takes you back to a different time, especially for those of us that are a little bit older. And for those of you that are younger, I think this would be good too, because as you're coming up and you're looking to do things on a budget, because the world has gotten really expensive and it's not going to get any cheaper. So stay tuned for Archer's Garage T&A.